Hello everyone, NightSaves here, and today, Battlefield 1 They Shall Not Pass DLC review. I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible since I have made this video twice already. Yesterday I have been spending a whole day editing, making this video. And when I finished, I thought, this video is not as the way I wanted it to be, so I guess I don't have that much time anymore to edit as I had yesterday, but I still wanted to get this video out for you guys before you make the decision to get this DLC or not. And I will just show you straight up gameplay, not much editing, and I will get to the point as quick as possible, cover as much as I can in the least amount of time as I can, and show you the verdict. So starting off, we're gonna go with maps: Verdun Heights, Fort de Vaux, Soissons, Rupture. And I know I might call them a little bit wrong, comment down below how they're actually called. So let's go. Verdun Heights, how it is basically hell on earth. The behemoth of this map is for elite classes and it's infantry only map. Also, there's Siege Gun on this map, which is a new addition to this DLC. Basically a big mortar strike that you can actually control, and it only pops out whenever it's needed. Fort de Vaux is basically a bombarded fort with a behemoth that is the same for elite classes and is infantry only also. Both maps are really nice, both climactic in their own terms. Verdun Heights is a burned down forest where the Germans are attacking and bombarding the French defenses. On this map, during the 2nd Battalion on operation, is really beautiful when you actually have to play when it's a little bit darker and the flames really stand out nicely. Fort de Vaux is basically a bombarded fort by the Germans, and the French are trying their best to defend themselves. Both the maps are part of the Devil's Anvil, which is the first operation of this DLC, but I'm gonna get into that in a second. So Verdun Heights and Fort de Vaux create the first operation that we get in this DLC, which is the Devil's Anvil. In my opinion, impossible on 64 players, but I've seen players actually get through it. Not that I've seen it on the posts, on the pages, on Facebook and other forums. In my opinion, it's impossible on 64 players, as I've never seen the German attack go through the first map, which is Verdun Heights, especially on the really last objective. It's really hard, but it's a ton of fun actually, and it creates a nice challenge that some people actually, said that Battlefield 1 is too casual. I would say it's really hard actually, and it creates a nice challenge. Soissons and Rupture are the second two maps which create the second operation, Beyond the Marne, and Soissons is a really tank heavy map as well as Rupture. On Soissons you can actually spawn 6 tanks as French when you're on the offense, and on Rupture I guess it's the same amount. The behemoth of those two maps are actually the super heavy tank Char 2C, which is a new addition to Battlefield. It's a new behemoth that they added in this DLC. It's basically a French-made super heavy tank, which is basically huge, but it's really slow, not really maneuverable, but it can take a beating. Beyond the Marne is easier, but it's still a challenge, which makes it a really fun DLC because it's not easy and it's not overly too hard, I would say, on this map, and it's really fun. Third up, we have new game mode, which is Frontline. And I would say that it's pretty much Supremacy from Star Wars Battlefront, but added a twist at the very end. If one of the teams gets the tug of war, if one of the teams gets through the tug of war kind of gameplay, they have the 2 stations that they have to destroy. If they don't, we go back into the tug of war kind of gameplay. The funny thing is, actually it tends to be really long. I've seen people play for 2 hours. But it's a ton of fun and a new addition, but it will not take over for me instead of Operations. I think Operations is still the best game mode on this game. But overall, I would say this game mode is a success. The fourth point I have for this video is actually vehicles. We have the Saint-Chamond, a new tank, which is a new addition to this game, which is a tank that has I would say a normal cannon. It might not be the most maneuverable, but it's not the slowest actually. And it has a new ability, at least for PC is gonna be on the 4 on the keyboard. You actually send a pigeon, a message pigeon, and then it's gonna bombard your position. It will not kill you, but anyone around you. So it's a really nice way if you get in some troubles, you're surrounded, and you want to clear everything. You might actually make a really nice kill feed with that.
We are being reinforced with a behemoth.
The new vehicle also is the siege gun, but I would say it's more a stationary, but also a new behemoth, which I talked about a couple of minutes ago, which is the Char 2C, a slow and heavy super tank. Also, in this DLC we get a new elite, which is the Trench Rider kit. It's a one-hit club. It has a one-hit club, which is a really nice addition because it's a melee weapon. It's a close quarter weapon, but he's really fast and agile, and has more health than a normal soldier. In this DLC we also get 6 unlockable guns. Yes, they're unlockable, you have to do a certain challenge to unlock them, and which is a really fun thing because it brings something new. I had to play with guns that I would normally not use and bring me out of my comfort zone, which was a ton of fun and a big challenge. We also get 4 melee weapons, but I'm not gonna go into that as it's not really, a thing that is gonna switch. There's also 4 new melee weapons, but it's nothing important for me at least, so I'm gonna go straight to the verdict. Overall, I would say 4 new amazing, beautiful maps, which play out really beautifully, they look really beautifully, and they change during the gameplay really beautifully. We have good weapons, something fresh, because not only we have new weapons, we have new maps, which bring a lot of new things to this game. It feels really fresh, like I said before. It's really a quality content and beautiful, and I would say, it's a true Battlefield style where the Battlefield DLCs tend to be, a really good worth of the money, since, the 4 maps are actually big, new game mode, new weapons, new vehicles, and it, really expands on the game. Not only just as a little bit portion, but a huge amount. Like, the operations are really beautiful. So overall, my verdict is, if you can, go get it. If you like this series, you're gonna like this DLC. If you maybe like it a little bit, you'll still love this DLC. But if you don't like the game, you don't like the the theme, it's not gonna change anything for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope that I helped you a little bit at least. Overall, I would say, it's a beautiful DLC. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the battlefield.
Do you see?